On March 21, 1998, Amy Bradley and her family boarded the Rhapsody of the Seas cruise ship en route to the Caribbean island of Curacao. The Longwood University graduate had been reluctant to join her family due to her fear of open water, but after some convincing and considering she was starting a new job at a computer consulting firm soon, she eventually decided to go on the trip. The first few days of the cruise consisted of sightseeing in Aruba and a special family dinner. After the dinner, Amy and her brother Brad went out dancing at the Mardi Gras nightclub party on the ship. They were having a great time and spent the night dancing with members of the ship's band. Brad decided to call it a night at around 3:30 a.m, and Amy followed shortly after. Brad stated that he and his sister sat on their suite's balcony and talked before he went to bed, while Amy chose to remain on the balcony for the night. Between 5:15 a.m. and 5:30 a.m. on March 24, Rob Bradley woke up and saw his daughter sleeping on a chair located on the balcony. I could see Amy's legs from her hips down. She looked like she was resting comfortably. I dozed back off to sleep. Later at 6 a.m, Rob woke up again, and this time, Amy was no longer on the balcony. She had left her shoes and ID behind, but had taken her cigarettes and lighter. An hour passed by, and Amy had not returned. Her family began searching the ship, but could not locate the 23-year-old. They reported her missing and pleaded with crew members to keep the 2,000 passengers on the ship. However, they were told that it was too early to make a ship-wide announcement. At 7:50 a.m, as a majority of passengers exited the ship, an announcement was made for Amy Bradley to come to the purser's desk. She never showed up. Between 12:15 p.m. and 1 p.m, crew members searched the ship, but were unable to find her. 2 passengers reported seeing a woman matching Amy's description at 6 a.m. She was on the elevator heading to the top deck with cigarettes and a lighter. Another potential sighting was from a cab driver. He stated that a woman matching Amy's description approached him and said she urgently needed a phone. Neither of these sightings have been confirmed by authorities. It was suspected that Amy Bradley had either accidentally fallen or deliberately jumped off the balcony and into the ocean. The Netherlands Antilles Coast Guard conducted a search of the ocean. They used 3 helicopters, a radar plane and a boat to look for her. The search took 4 days, ending on March 27. There was no sign of the missing woman. While it is still considered a strong possibility, Amy's family believes someone took her off the ship. Her father noted that on the night before his daughter went missing, waiters at the dinner had taken a special interest in Amy and had wanted to take her to a bar when they reached shore. 5 months after the disappearance, a Canadian computer engineer reported seeing Amy Bradley walking on a beach in Curacao. She was in the company of 2 men and seemed terrified. She was trying to get the witness's attention. The witness would claim that the woman's tattoos were identical to those of Amy Bradley's, and that he was 100% certain that it was her. In January 1999, a US Navy petty officer claimed to have interacted with Amy Bradley in a brothel in Curacao. The man claimed that the woman approached him and told him that her name was Amy and that she was being held against her will. The witness didn't think too much of the encounter until he saw Amy Bradley's photo on the cover of a magazine over 2 years later. In 2005, a woman holidaying in Barbados reported seeing Amy Bradley in a department store restroom. The witness noted that the woman was upset, so she approached her. She claimed that the woman said that her name was Amy and that she was from Virginia. Moments later, 2 men entered the restroom and took the woman away. That same year, the Bradley family received an email that contained 2 images of a woman who resembled Amy. The woman appears distressed and is seen posing on a bed. None of these sightings have been confirmed, but if the woman was in fact Amy, it would mean that she was abducted off the ship and forced into prostitution. In 2010, a jawbone washed up on a beach in Aruba. It was originally thought to be the jawbone of another missing woman named Natalie Holloway, but when it was determined that it was not Holloway, forensic testing was stopped. Examiners stated that the bone was human and likely from a Caucasian origin. On March 24, 2010, 12 years after she disappeared, Amy Bradley was declared legally dead. The FBI continues to appeal for information in her disappearance and have offered a $25,000 reward.